Listen carefully. This is not just a story. This is your life, spoken in English. You may think you are late. You may think you are weak. You may think English is not for you. But let me tell you something very clearly. You have one life. You have one chance. And you can do anything, including English. If you can understand this story, you can change your future. So relax. Take a deep breath. And listen. The boy who never spoke. There was a young man named Ayan. He was not lazy. He was not stupid. He was not weak. But he was silent. Not because he had nothing to say, but because he didn't know how to say it in English. In school, he understood lessons. At home, he had dreams. In his heart, he had ambition. But when it came to English, his mouth closed. His confidence disappeared. The pain of understanding but not speaking. Ayan could understand English movies. He could read simple English sentences. He could even write a little. But when someone said, "Please introduce yourself in English," his mind went blank. Words disappeared. Hands became cold. Heart started beating fast. This pain is very deep. Because understanding English but not speaking it feels like being trapped inside your own mind. Having ideas but no voice. Knowing you are capable but feeling invisible. The moment that changed everything. One day, Ayan attended an interview. The interviewer smiled and asked softly, "Tell me about yourself." Ayan knew the answer. But in English, nothing came out. The interviewer waited. Then nodded politely. "We'll call you." They never did. That night, Ayan sat alone. No phone. No music. No noise. Just silence. And in that silence, he said something to himself for the first time. The promise. He looked at the mirror and whispered, "I will not stay silent forever." Not loud. Not angry. Just honest. He realized something important that night. Life does not give unlimited chances. Time does not wait. Dreams die when we delay. He understood. I have one life. I have one chance. And I must use it. The big realization. English was not the enemy. Fear was. Fear of mistakes. Fear of laughter. Fear of judgment. And Ayan asked himself a powerful question. What is worse? Making mistakes in English? Or living life with regret? The answer was clear. Why this story is about you. If you are listening right now, this is not coincidence. You are Ayan. Maybe your name is different. Maybe your country is different. But the feeling is the same. You want to speak English. You want confidence. You want growth. And deep inside, you know. English is a bridge. Not the destination. The first step. Ayan did not start with grammar books. He did not memorize vocabulary lists. He started with listening. Every morning. Every night. Stories. Conversations. Simple English. Just like you are doing now. English listening truth. You don't learn English by forcing your mouth. You train your brain first. When the brain becomes comfortable, the mouth follows. That's why this story exists. A message directly for you. As you listen, don't translate. Don't panic. Just let English flow into you. Like water. Like music. Like a habit. You are not late. You are starting now. A new morning, a new decision. The next morning, Ayan woke up earlier than usual. Not because he was excited. Not because he was confident. But because something inside him had changed. A quiet decision. A strong decision. He said to himself, slowly and clearly, "Today, I will not stay silent." The first real practice. Ayan stood in front of the mirror. He looked at his own eyes. And he spoke his first full sentence in English. "My name is Ayan." The voice was weak. The pronunciation was not perfect. But it was real. He smiled. Because for the first time, English came out of him, not just into him. The most important English truth. At that moment, Ayan learned something powerful. Fluency does not come before speaking. Fluency comes because of speaking. This is where most learners fail. They wait to be perfect. But perfection never comes first. The daily routine begins. Ayan made a simple rule. Not a difficult one. Every day. 10 minutes listening to English. 5 minutes speaking alone. No stopping for mistakes. That's it. No pressure. No comparison. Just consistency. English listening moment for you. As you listen now, notice how sentences flow. Not fast. Not slow. Just natural. Your brain is learning automatically. The fear returns. After a few days, fear came back. Ayan thought. What if people laugh? What if I sound stupid? What if I fail again? Fear always returns when you grow. That's normal. The difference this time. This time, Ayan did not run. He remembered the interview. He remembered the silence. And he asked himself, is fear stronger than regret? The answer was no. The first public sentence. One day, at a small shop, the shopkeeper asked something in English. Ayan hesitated. His heart beat fast. But then he spoke. Just one sentence. Simple. Not perfect. But brave. The shopkeeper smiled and replied. No laughter. No judgment. Just communication. The big surprise. The world did not end. Nobody mocked him. Nobody cared about mistakes. This shocked Ayan. He realized. People care about meaning, not perfection. English confidence grows. After that day, Ayan started speaking more. Small sentences. Daily life English. Ordering food. Asking questions. Greeting people. Each sentence was a victory. The mindset shift. Earlier, Ayan thought, I must speak perfect English. Now he thought, I must speak honest English. This shift changed everything. As you listen, repeat inside your mind. I am learning. I am improving. Mistakes help me grow. These sentences build confidence. The one life realization deepens. One evening, Ayan sat alone again. But this time, the silence felt different. He was not afraid. He thought. Life is moving fast. Years are passing. If not now, then when? English was no longer just a language. It was a life tool. Why listening works. Ayan understood why listening daily helped him. Because the brain learns patterns. Just like a child learns a language. Without grammar rules. Without fear. Earlier, his inner voice said, "You can't." Now it said, "Try again." That difference is everything. The turning point. One day, someone asked Ayan, "Your English is getting better. How are you learning?" Ayan smiled. He answered calmly, "I listen. I speak. I don't quit." That was it. If you are listening to this story, you are already practicing English. You don't need permission. You don't need confidence first. You need action. Even small action. Something strange starts to happen. Weeks passed. Not suddenly. Not magically. But steadily. Ayan noticed something strange. He was no longer translating every sentence in his head. Words were coming out. Before fear could stop them. The silent breakthrough. One evening, Ayan was watching a short English video. Suddenly, he understood the joke. No subtitles. No pause. He laughed. Then he froze. Wait, did I understand that naturally? Yes. That moment felt bigger than any certificate. This is how real English grows. Not through memorizing rules, but through listening again and again. Hearing real sentences. Letting your brain copy patterns. Just like music. A new daily habit. Ayan made one powerful change. Every morning, he spoke English out loud for 5 minutes. Not to anyone. Just to himself. About his day. About his thoughts. About his dreams. At first, it felt awkward. Then it felt normal. Your mouth is a muscle. If you don't use it, it stays weak. If you train it daily, it becomes strong. English fluency lives in the mouth, not the book. The day he spoke without thinking. One afternoon, a stranger asked Ayan a question in English. Without preparation. Without panic. Ayan answered. Naturally. After the conversation ended, he realized something shocking. I didn't plan my sentences. That's fluency beginning. Fear loses its power. Fear didn't disappear completely. But it lost control. It was no longer the boss. Ayan understood. Confidence doesn't mean no fear. Confidence means speaking despite fear. English becomes part of life. English entered Ayan's daily routine. Thinking in English. Reacting in English. Even dreaming sometimes. Not because he forced it, but because he exposed himself daily. Earlier, Ayan said, I am learning English. Now he said, "I speak English."
That sentence changed his posture,
His tone, his presence. For you, right now. Say this inside your mind. I am an English speaker in progress. Not perfect, but growing. The confidence others can see. People noticed the change. Not because his grammar was perfect, but because he spoke calmly, slowly, clearly.
Confidence is felt, not explained. The biggest myth breaks.
Ion once believed fluent people are special. Now he knew the truth. Fluent people practice daily. That's it. No secret talent. No magic. The power of simple English. Ion stopped using difficult words. He chose simple sentences. And people understood him better. He learned. Simple English is strong English. As you listen to this story, notice sentence flow. Notice pauses. Notice calmness. This is how natural English sounds. Your brain is absorbing it. The confidence test.
One day, Ion had to introduce himself in a group.
Old fear tried to return. But he stood up, breathed, and spoke. Not fast. Not perfect. But confident.
When he finished, there was silence.
Then smiles. Then respect. The inner realization.
That night, Ion smiled to himself.
He thought, English no longer controls me. I control English. That feeling was freedom. If Ion can reach this point, so can you. Not tomorrow, but by listening today. By speaking today. By continuing today.
The calm before the big change.
Ion noticed something new. He was calm. No racing thoughts. No panic. English no longer felt like a test. It felt like a tool. A tool to express who he really was. English finds a purpose. Before, Ion learned English to survive. Now, he used English to share ideas. To tell stories. Express opinions. Connect with people. Purpose changed everything. The day he spoke for something important. One day, Ion had to speak in front of others. Not because he was forced, but because he wanted to. He had something to say. And English was the bridge. The moment of truth. He stood up, took a breath, and began. The words were not perfect, but they were his. People listened. Not to his grammar, but to his confidence. This is the final truth. People don't remember mistakes, accents, small errors. They remember courage, clarity, honesty. English becomes part of identity. Ion didn't introduce himself as someone learning English anymore. He simply spoke. English had become part of who he was. Like his name. Like his voice. You don't need permission to speak English. You don't need perfection. You only need practice and belief. The final fear disappears. One day,
Ion realized something shocking.
He wasn't afraid of English anymore. Not even a little. Mistakes didn't bother him.
Silence didn't scare him.
He knew he could handle conversations.
The power of daily listening. Listening changed his life.
Not once. Not occasionally. But daily. Your ears train your mouth. That's the secret. Speaking becomes freedom. English gave Ion freedom. Freedom to travel, communicate, express emotions, grow professionally. But more importantly, freedom to believe in himself. You have one life. One chance. Don't stay silent because of fear. Your English does not need to be perfect. It needs to be used. The big decision. Ion made one final promise to himself. I will never stop speaking. Even when afraid. Even when tired. Even when imperfect. This promise changed everything. Because consistency beats talent. Every time. If you are listening to this right now, this is not an accident. Your English journey has already started. By listening. By understanding. By believing. Say this inside your heart. I can speak English. I am improving daily. I am confident. Say it again. Ion's story ends here. But yours doesn't. Your journey continues. Tomorrow morning. This evening. Right now. Speak one sentence. That's enough. You can do anything. One life. One chance. Don't let fear steal your voice. English is not a barrier. It is your bridge.